So we're talking about integrated farming.
Yeah.
So what is integrated farming to start with?
Well, integrated farming is the combination of livestock and crops simultaneously on the same piece of land or on a farm.
Yes.
As having to crop at the same time, having to do animals, and using the waste of the byproducts of one to take care of the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, how long have you been doing this?
I've been in agriculture for the past 15 years.
Your specialty?
Fishery.
Okay. So how are you able to practice integrated with the fisheries?
The good thing is that when you're on your farm, you can't just stand doing just one thing, because farm produce sometimes are seasonal.
Okay.
If you do a particular crop, the crop may be maize, for example, it comes mostly during the rainy season.
Yes.
Once the rains are gone, you might likely start something else. But with sustainable irrigation, you can farm all year. But if you can't have irrigation, that means you must have sprinklers to sustain your farm. And if that is not, then when you do fish farming, you can do, if the fish farming is closer to the body of water, like an eating pond, for example, because we have eating pond and plastic tanks and concrete tanks. Now, when you do something close to an eating pond, for example, you have the ability to use the water, the natural body of water, to irrigate your vegetable farming, which off-season and in season, peak and off-season, you still have the water, the body of water. You can use it to irrigate your vegetables, and you can do that all year round. Sometimes you can build a poultry on the top of the water. It also serves as food for the fish on the fish farm.
All right.
You know, when you have an excavated area of land, it's called an eating pond. Now, the eating pond, you can also put a poultry on top of the eating pond. The feces of the fish goes directly under the water, and the fish can take that from it. You can also decompose the feces to turn to maggots. The maggot can be taken by the fish. So it's a circulatory system whereby the waste from the animal can go into the fish. The water from the fish pond can be used for the vegetation of the crops. So it's circulatory. Every waste is reused, and the waste from animal droppings can be turned into compost manure. And compost manure is even more better than the fertilizer that we have right now. Because when you bring all elements together, you bring waste from animal, you bring waste from plants, you decompose them within 90 days, it turns to sand. And the sand is very rich in protein and everything the soil needs. So you can use the waste from the plant to spread on your plant. You don't need to buy fertilizer. So that's when we say everything is integrated, all aspects of the farm is being put together. Nothing is going to waste. Even the feathers of the chicken, the animal you kill, you can use every part of...
What would you do with the feathers?
The feathers too decomposes. Feathers,
really?
Yes, they decompose. Within the 90 days period, when you put water on the feather with the sand every day for 90 days, everything decomposes. It all turns to sand. Yeah.
Okay, talking about fish farming, what does it take to start up a fish farming business? Like a fish farming, what amount of capital do you need to start up? Now,
the cost of each of the type of fish tank is subject to the size that you're trying to construct. A tarpaulin comes at a cost. A plastic tank, we have some chemical tanks that when the product in it has been taken off, the tank can be cut, washed, and the person can put fish. It's like domesticating them in a new habitat. The new habitat is durable because you have water.
Yes.
That is what is most important, and the water is drinkable. Whatever water you can drink, fish can live in it.
All right.
If the water is not drinkable, it means that the fish cannot dwell in it as well.
Okay, are we talking about, sorry to interrupt, are we talking about catfish?
For Africans mostly, because of that is one of the most, the easiest fish to domesticate.
But most of the time, it always looks muddy, dirty.
No, but that is in the,
I think
that's the one that comes from the eating pond.
All right.
The one that comes from the tank is always clean. because
So you
the
need to
bottom of
clean
the
it all
tank,
the time.
You flush the water almost every day.
Almost every day?
Yes, almost every day. For those who are willing to maybe get land in Lagos, they should look towards Ikorodu axis.
Okay.
Okay.
They should look towards Badagry axis.
Okay.
They should look towards Ekpe
Ekpe.
axis. These are the last frontiers in Lagos that still have land that you can farm with.
That you can farm with. All
But
right,
also
okay.
means that your resident, the proximity of where you're living to these places will be quite close.
Because you need adequate attention.
Yes, you can't
just-
be too far from your farm. There's no, what we say in farming, we say there's no absenteeism farmer. You can't ask people to do it on your behalf. You need to be involved.
Okay.
You need to be part of what they're doing.
Okay.
Now, if you're involved, you can take the decision your staff can't take.
Okay.
There's some painful decision that if an animal has to go down, your staff can kill that animal on your behalf. You, as the owner, can say, okay, kill it before it
spreads the
yeah.
virus.
But if it was a staff, we have to wait for the owner to come.
All right. Okay.
So,
All right. Okay. So the
Back to Agnes'
yeah, for
question.
Agnes
she wants to
yes.
start up a small farm in the house. It's achievable.
Okay.
It depends on what you're looking at. If you want to have a vegetable farm, you can have a vegetable farm within your compound. If you want to domesticate fish, it is possible. You can have a fish tank or more. If you want to have a small poultry, it's also doable. It depends on the aspect of agriculture she's looking at.
Okay.
so we can practice integrated.
You can practice integrated farming in the house.
Even in the
Yeah.
house.
You can join us tomorrow for another exciting episode of Tea or Coffee.